Jurassic World, powered by Akliz. What is up, guys? Me, Luck here, and today we are back in action playing some Jurassic World, and it's gonna be freaking amazing. If you guys enjoy, make sure to go and click the like button. It really helped me out, and I love your faces tremendously. So, our little dinos have grown. Our little babies have grown up. We have the girl trio. We have the trike here, the Triceratops, and what the heck just happened? What the heck just happened? The trike is really angry. Like, I think the trike has been trying to get at these two right here, but the Carno and this guy have been pretty passive. They haven't tried to get at the trike. The trike is super angry, though. He's just a big angry guy. And I think the trike just may have murdered him just now. Why is your butt all weird? Oh, no, that's your tail. Okay. I was like, why is your butt super weird? What I want to do, okay, so the trike is a month and 8 days female. It looks like she's rideable, so we can actually get a saddle and ride her, which is cool. But you still have to use those stick like apple on a stick and meat on a stick and that kind of stuff to actually ride them. Let's see, so they can get up to 9 meters in length and 2.8 to 3 meters in height. Okay, so she's actually, I think she's full grown right now. And then the Carno right here, let's go ahead and look at you. Hey, what's up? I think you're full grown as well, and you are rideable as well as yeah, stuff and things, words and stuff and things. But yeah, this is cool. We need to start building the area. Now, what I was thinking, I have some ideas for the area that we want to do. I'm probably not going to start building it today. We'll see. Today, I want to actually start on ore processing, so I have a bunch of stuff ready. I actually made like 10 stacks of steel thinking I would need way more. But I needed actually very little steel. So we're going to do some stuff in immersive engineering today. And the first thing we're going to build is a crusher. So if we come back, we look at, let's see, back, overview, tools and machinery. I want to make this guy right here. So this guy it's a multi-block, and it's pretty much does 2 times ore processing. Also, you can stick stuff like gravel and it'll turn into, or like, cobble and it'll turn into gravel, you know, like gravel into sand, and also you can put mobs through it and it'll kill mobs and give their drops, so you can actually use this for a lot of different stuff. But anyways, what I want to do is let's just go ahead and start building this guy. I think this is how it goes. I think it's something like this. Yeah, something like this, and then we want to do a little bit of this action, and then what is the second thing? Let's go down. It is 2. Okay. So like so, and then we want to take some steel fences, boom, and I have this one in the ground just so we can kind of see the top a little bit easier, and then we're going to do a little thing around the edges, so let's just go ahead and finish this guy, boom. This actually isn't that hard. Oh, nope, that's not what I meant to do. Actually, you should be a fence, and not a thing. There we go. So, and then we put a 3x3 layer of hoppers on top. And this is all we got to do. This is now the crusher. Now we got to completely form it up. Let's go ahead and come right here and go boom. Or like so, like that. There we go. So now this is a crusher. Look at this guy. Like I said, you can put mobs in here. You can do anything, and it'll act like a little mob farm, or you know, like ore processing. Now this does double the ores, and some of you guys may be thinking, well, you know, a mechanism has 3 times, 4 times, and 5 times. I'm not really too worried about that. I think this is going to look cooler, and I'm more worried about aesthetics. Plus, the 3, 4, and 5 is a lot more involved, and we might get into that a little bit later in the series, but I think for the majority of the foreseeable future, this is going to be our ore processing. And I'll probably actually incorporate one of these into a mob farm as well whenever we build that. Actually, I have an idea for a mob farm and a tower going off that way, kind of separated from the base a little bit. And I want to do different stuff, like we can turn it into like a XP chamber, or, you know, a leveling chamber for our tools, or, you know, like different stuff like that. So, or like pure mob drops, you know, things like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this. So what I want to do is let's go ahead and do a little bit of this action. We need to actually do conveyor belts. So, actually, before that, we're going to do a little layer around. Now, I wanted to use steel half slabs from Immersive Engineering for this layer around, but I don't have any Immersive Engineering steel, and I would need to make a blast furnace to do that. So, we might end up actually doing that a little bit later, but for now, we're just going to use, I think, some cobblestone. Now, where's my thing at? There we go. Carpenter's hammer. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Let's go ahead and do this all the way around. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, why are you there? You shouldn't be there. You should not be there. Boom, boom, and then we're going to do a little bit of cobblestone French tiles, and it kind of blends in a little bit. I think it looks kind of good. Let's do a little bit of this, and we might even do another layer of these, like, cobblestone or different type of cobblestone on the outside here. Okay, let's get right here. There we go. So this should, yes, this goes inside of it. Nice. Now, the reason we're using conveyor belts is I think it's kind of cool to be able to see, like, what you're doing. So let me grab a chest. And we're going to stick an item router, let's see, right here. And then we're going to stick a, where is my hoppers at? I guess we could stick the chest on top and then have it go around the back. So we don't necessarily need a hopper. So let me grab some pipes. And then I'm going to show you guys how we're going to do this. Now, I was going to hopper directly into it, but this actually might be faster and better in the long run anyway. So let's grab a couple of these guys. Let's grab one of these guys. Boom, boom. There we go. And then let's come back over here. And I'm going to wire this up like so. And then we want to grab a crescent hammer. Disable that. And then say do. So it's going to pull everything out of here and put it inside of the router. And the router is actually going to spit the items out and then have them go across this conveyor belt right here. Boom. And then... Now, my question is, does this need a thing underneath of it? Okay, so it actually doesn't need to have a thing on top of it. So that's actually good. We'll go ahead and get rid of this guy. So let me do a little bit of this action. And then we want to kill this guy. And then, there we go. Okay, so this directly goes all the way in, which is good. And then for some reason I thought you had to have blocks inside of here, but I guess you don't. Or like blocks underneath of this, but I guess you don't. And then this is the poop hole right here. So we're going to take this, and then let me do a little bit of this. Like so. Wait. And then we want to do some of this. Okay, so I've been doing a little bit of tweaking to the system here. So the top is the same. We put ores in here. It goes out, gets processed right here, and it only uses RF and and the blades only spin when there's stuff actually in it. So let's just go ahead and take some copper here. I guess actually we could get some different stuff like osmium. We're gonna take the osmium. It should go in here, automatically go through the conveyor belts, drop down inside. There we go. So it gets processed. And then once it processes some osmium, it'll shoot it out of here, stick it into the chest. The chest will pull it out, put it into here. This guy's going to automatically eject out the back into this chest right here. Also, I have the power hooked up from where it goes from right here to right here to right there to right there. I can't actually do a line that goes from here to there. It says obstructed. I'll work on a better way to power this here in a little bit. But yeah, automatically ejects to right here. Oh, let's do this. And then we want to take this guy and have it go from here, from the chest, automatically into these guys. So we should see all the items be pulled out. Now the problem is it's not pulling out the copper. Even though these guys can ore dictionary convert the copper, I figured it would work anyway. So we might actually need to put a... Oh, no. Okay, yeah, it's not pulling out the copper. So we might need to end up using an ore dictionary converter. Now, Mechanism has one, but I haven't really played with it yet. I played with it. I couldn't really understand how to use it. So yeah, we're gonna have to do something like that along the chain here. But yeah, this is the full automated processing. Now we can just stick anything up to this chest, like a tesseract or whatever, whenever we move this long distance, and have it go into the chest and then output and go in there and automatically have the processing, and that's really cool. I guess we can just go ahead and have it just do a bunch of stuff, just everything, really. Just like, we'll have it do one of everything. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let me grab all this stuff. Boom, 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 and it'll just throw it in here and do its thing. I think it can hold like an unlimited amount of actual ores to process, so that's actually really cool as well. Okay, so next thing I want to get into is let's make a mining drill, and also we can make like a gun and some other stuff in the future, but I want to make a mining drill. This guy looks pretty sweet. I've never used him to mine, and I'm kind of curious on exactly how this works. So to make this, we actually need a engineer's workbench. Can I make a crafting table with that? No, I cannot. Let me grab some wood real quick. I am totally unprepared for everything, just like always. Let's see, 1. Okay, we shall do this, and then we shall make a crafting bench. Awesome. Let's come back over here. And you see, like, since I have all my ingots over here, I've made this like a little temporary like work area or whatever. Boom, we have the engineer's workbench. Let's go ahead and just plop this guy down like right here. Awesome. Now we want to make a couple things here. Let me go right here. So we want to make the mining drill, and then we want to make the steel drill, and then we can actually put upgrades on this. So for the mining drill, we need some wooden grips. So we need copper and that kind of stuff. So let's go ahead and do this. We need 2 of these guys. So 1, 2. There we go. Awesome. And then, okay, so we shall make this. There we go. 2 heavy engineering machine blocks, and then we need another one of these guys. Boom. And then we shall make, there we go, a mining drill. Now we need to make the steel drill head. Let's go ahead and make that guy. Boom, steel drill head. Now what I want to know is, can you enchant this? And if you can, that would be sweet. We also need, I think this runs off creosote oil, or does this run off power? I'm not exactly sure. But we can make other stuff, like we have advanced lubrication system, increases the digging speed of the mining drill. We probably want to go ahead and do that. So this needs plant oil, which we don't have the technology for that. We can also add augers, which allows it to do more damage. You can stack it up to 3. So I think it's 3 extra damage. Let's see, what else? We can, let's see, increase the internal tank size of the drill, which is good. We don't have enough stuff for any of this, but for now, we can go ahead and hook this guy together. Let's go, I think it's boom, and then just put the drill on, and there we go. We got a mining drill. Look at this. Look at this guy. Empty drill head status. So yeah, we need to actually start doing some other stuff. Next time, we'll work on getting the rest of this. I think for now, let's go ahead and do another dinosaur. And I was thinking, I'm not sure which dinosaur we want to do. Let's go ahead and look at all. So I have a bunch of things right here. We have we can do a brachiosaur. We can do another carno. We can do some fishes here, some dilos. Maybe we'll do a dilo. Also, someone says I should start naming the dinosaurs. If you guys have any good name suggestions, comment down below. I'm not really sure how to name them though, besides using name tags. I'll have to look a little bit farther into it. Actually, you know what we could do? Let's do one of these guys right here. These Titanises. Boom. Let's do a Titanis. Let me stick this guy right there, and then we need to get some water. Okay, so our Titanis egg is about to actually hatch. 99%, and then there we go. We got a little baby moa, except for I think this is a deadly meat-eating moa of death. Hopefully we'll be able to ride it. Now, I kind of wish we had, like, Choco Craft in this. I think that'd be a cool mod addition to this, is kind of like you collect all the Chocobos. I feel like this mod pack should be kind of like a collect them all sort of mod pack. I feel like anything with dinosaurs in it should be kind of like a collect them all. So, I don't think we have Choco Craft in it, do we? Let's see, Choco. No, we don't. We don't. It's fine, though. But yeah, we got a little baby Chocobo, Titanis. And then how tall is this guy? Oh, there's no information on it. I'm assuming this guy is supposed to be pretty big because I think you can ride them. I'm not 100% sure though. Anyways, next time we'll see what it is, what this guy looks like. Actually, this is a male or female? Female! What's with all my females? I have 4 females now. I promise I will start working on stuff soon. I actually have a cool idea for the mob farm and for the thing, and I want to use some stuff from immersive engineering. I'm gonna give the skyhook a try. Yeah. Okay, we're back. So this is actually where the episode was supposed to end. I ended up editing it and cutting out a lot of footage because for some reason I sounded really tired throughout the whole video, so I cut out a bunch of stuff. And now it's like 5 a.m. and I'm recording more, so I probably sound even more tired. I'm like at the stage right now where I'm kind of like delusional. I'm like, am I really here? Does life actually exist, man? Like, it's totally far out, bro. Anyways, what I want to do is I'm going to go ahead and make the 2 little things right here. I completely forgot the names of them. They're like the squeezer and the fermenter, and they're multi-block structures. And since we went ahead and made the mining drill, I figured, I think the mining drill actually runs on diesel or biodiesel or something. Earlier I said like plant oil or like creosote oil or something. I didn't actually mean that. I was just crazy and out of my mind at the time. So let's just go ahead and I want to do this. So these guys actually require, let's find the center of this right here. So we want to do something like so. Boom. And then we want to do something like this. There we go. Boom. These guys are multi-block structures like everything in immersive engineering, and they're actually really, really cool. Also, I was looking in the manual, and there's something called an arc furnace, which I don't think existed whenever I did my mod spotlight on it, so I'm definitely gonna take a look at it. We might actually use an arc furnace instead of this guy because an arc furnace sounds freaking sweet. Tell me if you guys have ever used an arc furnace and if it's sweet or not. So we want to go ahead and put the squeezers all the way around like this. There we go. And then we want to take the fermenters and do the exact same thing. I kind of like how these recipes are both very, very similar. Now we can take our hammer. Let's go ahead and take the hammer. Where's this guy at? Boom, engineer's hammer. Let's right click it and then right click. Awesome. Now, these guys have little buttholes everywhere. Just ignore that. Right here, we can actually stick stuff inside of it. If we look in the manual, let's go ahead and do this. Plant oil is created by processing various seeds in the industrial squeezer. Create the structure pictured above. Click one of the sides with the engineer's hammer to form it. Power's input at the top or bottom. Fluids are output through any of the ports at the bottom of each side. So this shows you the millibuckets per thing. So industrial hemp seeds is the best. Let's go ahead and do this. So ethanol is gained by fermenting sugar cane. The fermenter structure is created in the similar manner to that of a squeezer. As such, power and fluid outputs are identical. So now pretty much what we need is hemp and sugarcane. Now we don't have automated farms, and we won't for a while, but I figure we could go ahead and get some basic start on this. So let's go get some industrial hemp. Okay, so I've set up a wood wall mount. We are going to stick this right here. So both of these should have power. Oh no, they don't. Not yet. Not yet. I did a tiny derp. My tiny derp. There we go. Okay, so now both of these should have power, possibly, maybe. Does it? Maybe, possibly. No, it does not have the power. I don't think, anyways. Does this have power? Oh, yeah, it has power. Okay. So, let me go ahead and grab this. Now, this should... I'm a derp, so it's not hemp that goes in here. I don't know why you would put hemp in these machines. You put hemp seeds. And the hemp seeds make plant... Oh, my God, get away from me! You guys need to get out of here. Oh, my God, get away! There we go. There we go, because you are dead. So yeah, you make plant oil, and then you make ethanol, and then we can also stick potatoes in here, right? Yeah, we can stick potatoes in here. And then I think we can stick other stuff in here, like seeds and melon seeds and stuff like that. But hemp seeds are the best here, and then sugarcane is the best here. So now we have ethanol and plant oil, and we can actually combine this to make biodiesel, but I think we're gonna have to wait until next time to do that. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to go and click the like button. I'd really appreciate it. I love y'all's faces, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Oh yeah, and our beautiful baby Moa is now 7 days, still a female, and is definitely getting a lot larger. And by Moa, I mean Titanis.